Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Bandeham Sri Guru Sri Juta Pada Kamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sabadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Sri Visakha Mitamscha Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Jayapatākā Swami Nityanamine Nama Acharya Padaya Nitai Kripa Pradayane Gaura Katha Dhamadaya Nagara Gramatarine Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nityanamine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Deshadarine Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Although I took birth in a Brahmin family, I was philosophically not so sound. In our house we have Jagannath and Radha Krishna and Sarakram and Anantadev and many other deities. We are basically Smarta Brahmanas, but then as we are from Orissa, so we are Vaishnava oriented Smartas. So most of our family members, they have taken initiation from some Babajis of Vrindavan, from that Sampradaya, Shyamananda Sampradaya, like that. My mother was also initiated by a Babaji, and but we were not so strict. But we were kind of smartas, although we were worshipping Krishna and Vishnu and Salagram Siva like that. And we were not exposed to the philosophy. In our house, my elder brothers, my father's elder brother's family, they have a temple. And every day we were reciting one chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam in Oriya, written by Jagannath Das. So we were hearing that, but as I was very small, I was not much interested, or I didn't pay any attention. But that was the tradition. Every day there was puja, morning, noon and evening, to our family deities, and there was also offering of bhoga, anna bhoga. But at the same time, many of us, we were not strict vegetarian also. So for the family, they were cooking sometimes onion, garlic and things like that, but not no meat. And for the deities, they were cooking maybe just some rice, dal, or some sweet rice, or some simple. So when we went to the school, we went to the college, we were into study, but as I said that we were not so philosophically sound, so we had no idea who is God. Although we were worshipping Krishna, I didn't know how Krishna is God. So because we came from the Brahmin family, and our family, this is the center of all religious activities in our village. So many Vaishnavas and sadhus, they used to come to our house, and we were serving them by giving them prasadam of Radha Krishna. So there were also discussions, and sometimes we were making jokes of them when they say Krishna is God or whatever it is. I said, how can you say that? But then they were not able to satisfy us in proper philosophical explanations. Anyway, but definitely I was also worshipping the deities, especially when there were no elderly members. So we were small, so we used to go to the school. That time we were 6 years, 7 years, 8 years, 10 years, all the way up to the school life. So that time we used to come back to the school, change our clothes, take a bath, or at least bath up to the half bath. So then we were doing puja, and I didn't know the mantras also, but as I was hearing the mantras from my elder brothers and elderly people, so maybe half I remember and half I didn't remember. So while we were offering the lamp, so I used to remember that my brother was chanting, my elder brother, who used to be my guardian. Chandrama manaso jata chakshoho surya jayata. And the next line I didn't know. So never mind, I was only chanting that half. I was offering the lamp. So it was an opportunity for us to worship. Later on, at the end of my college life, before the end of the college life, I was trying to understand who is God. I met different sadhus, like the disciples of Chinmayananda and things like that. But one time I was asking them, can you please tell me who is God? And that Swami, if I remember his name, right now I do not remember. He's a disciple of Chinmayananda Swami. He's from Orissa, from our locality. He said that, well, I asked also the same question to my Guru Maharaj, Chinmayananda Swami. And he said that, well, I'm still in search of God. And this is a very controversial topic. Whom to say God and whom not to say. So I can't answer you. Then I was thinking, then what is going on if they still in search of God and they do not know who is God? And maybe a great person like him do not know who is God, so maybe it is not possible for anybody else to know about God. But God must be there. But it looks like we do not know Him and we will not be able to know Him. So in that case, I says, okay, fine, God, let you be there. I'm here, and let me do some good works. So I started in my college life also, I was like a social worker. I was the member of the National Service Scheme. So in that way, we were going to the different communities, serving the poor. And I was thinking that, serving the needy people this will be pleasing the Lord. So according to my limited capacity, although I was having no money, I was depending on my brother, but still, I was accommodating other students sometimes when they were in trouble in my room hostel. I was giving them tea, and whatever way I could help, I was helping, going to the villages and trying to make the roads. If somebody was dying in some family, and there was no sufficient persons to take care of the things, I was going and helping them. And I used to recite Bhagavad Gita by sitting next to the person who is going to die. Then I was taking the dead body also and helping them to burn the dead body. So this is how I was doing my social service, and I'm thinking that God will be pleased. Later on, I was really in search of God. And one time, some or other with bad association, I was taking some type of intoxication. The ganja and things like that. And of course, the cigarettes. And, we were thinking that it's a good status of life. Unless you smoke cigarette, you are not, situated properly. So we were smoking. So we, in our hostel, that is called Jagannath Chhatravas of Revansa College, Kotak. So we were also in our mess, we were doing Trinath Mela. That means worshipping Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva. And why we were doing that? The main attraction was there, that you can offer ganja to Shiva and then accept it as prasadam. But because we were, newcomers to this line of smoking, so one time I was fully intoxicated. And some or other, my other classmates and friends, they helped me to go to my room. And there I lost my balance practically. I was sleeping on a cot, and I found that my cot is flying like a flight. So I was also enjoying some time, but when it was going like this or like this, I was scared that I'll fall down. And I don't know what I was speaking, and my friends came to know that this guy is going to die. So helpless. So they brought the doctor, they gave me injections, this and that. But somehow, then I thought that, okay, maybe I should, I didn't want to die, because in our family, in our house, in our village, I saw that many people, they die by sleeping on the bed, by lying on the bed. So it was very scary for me in that case. So I didn't want to sleep. So at that time I was as I didn't know who is God, so I was not keeping any picture or anything like that. So as I was a social worker, my role model was Gopabandhu, who used to be a social worker and follower of Gandhiji. But I knew that he is not God. 100% I knew that he is not God. So how to pray God? So the next to my room, there was one friend, my classmate. So he had practically the supermarkets of gods, pictures, what not, Jagannath, Krishna, Rama, Ganesha, Kali, Durga, Sai Baba, Anukul, and Nigamananda. Didn't leave anything. I came to know that he is a follower of Sai Baba. So the whole 4 walls practically is full of pictures. So then I said, okay, please take me there. So they took me there. I was not able to stand because I was intoxicated. So people were holding my hands, and somehow or other I tried to stand, and I was praying, looking at each and every photo. I say that if any of you is God, I do not know who is God, please help me, I don't want to die. I'm scared of death. But somehow or other, I don't know. Of course, I didn't die that time. Till now I'm alive. And after I slept, the effect of the intoxication that went away. And then I decided that no. As as God has saved me, I didn't know who is God, but definitely God has saved me, I understood. So I didn't want to do any bad things like, eating meat, or eating chickens, or eating eggs, or smoking. So, like that. So I just gave it up. And the Brahmana who was cooking for us in the mess, he became very merciful. So, although he was cooking many other things, but for me he was cooking vegetarian, some bhaji, some sabji, and feeding me nicely, like his own son. And then I got an opportunity to go for a study tour, because I was doing my academics, Also, I was taking training in the government printing press uh, about the art of printings. So they gave us the opportunity to go to the study tour, and there I happened to go to Delhi. And as I was a vegetarian, so I was not eating food outside. And that time the Lakshminarayan temple of Birla in Delhi, we were staying nearby that. I was staying in Hindu Mahasabha, and I think all of us, but they were eating something else. But I used to go to the temple and eat prasadam of the deities in Delhi. But then, when I was attending the Mangalarti there, I didn't know, I was crying. Prior to that also, first time I went to Delhi, so our train went through Mathura. So I had a desire that, okay, this is the birthplace of Krishna. So I must touch this land and pay obeisances. I may not get any opportunity to come back once again. We were not able to even dream that, we'll be able to travel all over India because we were coming from a very poor background. I had lost my father when I was 5 years old. My mother was poor, and my elder brother is a primary school teacher. So I didn't expect that he was providing me the money to study, but I didn't expect that he will be providing the money to travel. So then somehow or other the train didn't stop there. So I wanted to cry. So I went to the bathroom toilet. I locked it and I was crying like a baby. Oh Krishna, what happened? Looks like I'll not be able to come. So I was crying. When I cried after some time, I was crying for quite some time. Then I came trying to be a little normal so that nobody will understand that I was crying. And these things also, when I was there in my house also, later on in my later part of the college life, so I was naturally getting attracted to collect flowers and worship the deities of the house. And when I was hearing the Srimad Bhagavatam, Uriya Bhagavatam from my eldest sister, especially the 10th canto, and especially the childhood pastimes of Krishna, and especially the relationship with his mother and mother relationship with Krishna and Balaram. So I was crying. I didn't know why I was crying, but I was crying. But I didn't want to show that I'm crying. So in our villages, we have this rope khatia. So I used to put down my face and I was crying, so I can also, so that I can inhale and exhale properly, because this is made of ropes, so holes are there. At the same time, nobody will know that I'm crying. So whenever I was hearing Bhagavatam, I was crying. So in that way, that propensity of crying developed, especially in the third year of my college. Third year of my college, in my graduation. So in that case, when I was going and hearing the Jaya Jagadisha Hare, so I was standing in the backside, the Mongol at the time. I couldn't control, I was crying. And I was telling the Lord, my Lord, you are very far-fetched for me. I do not know this lifetime or any lifetime I will be able to reach you. So please help me, I do not know, I am confused. As I cannot cry in front of people, I didn't want to, know that I didn't want people to know that I am crying, sentimental fanatics. So I used to go to the park behind that temple. Till now that park is there. And the park in the morning time, nobody was there. I was alone and I was crying. And that time, I thought that, okay, now I should again try to find out God. So I should read some some Vedic scriptures, some religious book. Before that, I was trying to read. I stopped because I thought there is no way of reading. I cannot understand. Nobody knows. So this time, I purchased some Mayavadi books like the 10 Upanishads and from Sivananda, Swami Sivananda, and many other books. So when I was having the books, so I came out of the temple. And there I saw one Mataji from ISKCON. That time, I knew a little bit of ISKCON. So when he saw me that I am carrying some books, she understood that, this person is interested in books. So she approached me and they said, "Where are you from?" Then I said that if I will say if I am from Orissa, a foreigner will not be able to, you understand, where is Orissa? So I then proudly I said that, well, I am coming from Orissa, the land of Jagannath. Jagannath people might know. She became very respectful. Practically, she was trying to pay obeisances to me, and she was glorifying me. So I was feeling quite popped up, can you say, And he says, "Why don't you take these books? These books are wonderful." So when he has pushed me so much up, how could I say no? Although I was having a lot of money to buy big books. So that time I purchased few small books. The Easy Journey to Other Planets, The Perfection of Yoga, and some other books, small books I purchased. And that's all. Then I came back from Delhi to Odisha. Then I was worshipping in my house. I was trying to read the book. Some or other I didn't understand so much the contents of these books. Prior to, after this, on the street I found a magazine, Bhagavad Darshan. And I found also another magazine called Paurusha in Odia. So somehow or other, because I was poor, I had no money to buy a fresh book. So all the old books, somebody was selling on the street by keeping it, on a cloth. He was selling the half price or even less than that. So I purchased 2 magazines. So in two different magazines, I found one common essay, Hyutkale Purushottamat. And the writer of the essay, he was my professor, Oriya professor. He was also teaching Sanskrit. And he happened to be the disciple of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Later on I came to know this. And he has explained in that, well, what is this? Who is this Bhakti? He is explaining in their essay, who is this Bhaktivedanta Swami? It looks like he is a Gaudiya Vaishnava. He is preaching Vaishnavism in the Western world. So he wanted to know little more. Then he found out that Bhaktivedanta Swami is actually his godbrother, who was known as Abhay. And even he visited Abhay with, while he was small, he was a full-time devotee of Gaudiya Math. So then he visited Abhay Babu in his house with Sridhar Swami. Then I understood, oh my God. Then he understood that, okay, he has founded ISKCON. And then on that context, he has written that essay, Yutkale Purushottamat, that how all the 4 sampradayas will be united by a follower of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and that is his Guru Maharaj, of course, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, and how Vaishnavism will be spreading from the land of Jagannath. So I felt very good that actually, ISKCON is connected to the land of Jagannath and they are preaching Vaishnavism. Fine. I had no clear-cut idea about Vaishnavism also. But when I read the books, I didn't understand so much, but by seeing the picture, colorful pictures, I understood that many people in the foreign countries are becoming devotees of Jagannath and Krishna. They are doing Ratha Yatra and they are vegetarian. And the founder Acharya, Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, he is a great Vaishnava. And because I saw the picture, his lips were red, so I was thinking he was chewing pan. Because when many Vaishnavas, they were coming to our house in our village also, they were chewing pans. A lot of pans they were chewing. So I thought that, this Vaishnava Bhaktivedanta Swami must be chewing pan, but he is the one who is spreading Krishna consciousness all over the world. Anyway, that is the only understanding I had from these books. So later on, the devotees, headed by one Prabhupada's disciple, sannyasi, His Holiness Bhaktiyananda Swarup Swami, he came to my hometown. Actually, I am from a village, but I visited that my district town, and because my elder sister was there, and I came to know that there is going to be a evening program in Radha Krishna temple, and these foreigners, they will show film, and they will chant they will be doing kirtan, and there will be pravachan. So I became little interested. Okay, that time I was very much interested to learn more about philosophy like that. So I thought, okay, let me go there. So I went there. I saw Bhaktiyananda Swarup Swami gave a lecture in English, and one of my senior, you can say, a journalist, and he was translating into Oriya, and there was Ganga Das, our famous Ganga Prabhu, and also now Bhakti Purushottam Swami. That time he was known as Jagdish Das Brahmachari, and Lochan Das Lochan Thakur, he is expired now, he is our god brother, and Shyamananda Prabhu, he is here in Mayapur now, and there was one devotee called Uddhava. So few devotees were there. And then I saw that Maharaj and Ganga and all these people, they are dancing, they are having big sikha, 7 head. So it was quite interesting. Then I saw the Hare Krishna film. Or that time, I don't know, Hare Krishna people or the world of Hare Krishna. I don't think the world of Hare Krishna that time was available. Maybe, yeah, it was available. So I saw that in the foreign countries there are Ratha Yatras, and how the puri is getting popped in hot ghee, and the sabjis, and I saw Prabhupada, in the film. So it was very interesting. So I thought that next day, on the same day, in the afternoon, I saw, because I came to know from the bus, they were announcing that there is going to be a program. So from them, again I purchased some books, like the Science of Self-Realizations and other few books. So noontime I purchased the books. Night time I attended the program. So something like 11 o'clock in the night I was there in the program, then came back. So I took food. My elder sister was not so happy because I was outside up to 11 o'clock in the night. Anyway, didn't say anything. The next day, and that night what happened, I practically read these books in one breath. And whatever I was reading, I was able to understand. The basic philosophy of Krishna consciousness, I understood that night. That Krishna, because Prabhupada emphatically is telling. That time I didn't know how far it is true. But I understood that Prabhupada is telling very emphatically, with the evidence from the scriptures, that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and there are demigods, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the incarnation of Krishna, and one should chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So as far as singing and chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra was concerned, we were used to, because we are from Orissa, and the singing of Hare Krishna Mahamantra is quite familiar. And sometimes when I was also traveling from one place to another, in my own mind I was chanting without counting. So sometimes, yeah. And I was used to, because, I used to run away to become sadhu. And my village, some persons from village sent by my mothers, they caught me. One time I went to the jungle to meet a sadhu there. I took bath. I put all the bhasma on my body. I was just wearing a kopin, and I was sitting in the dhuni. The 3 logs of wood were there. There's fire, and I was sitting there. And at that time, that sadhu told me, just chant Ram, 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 Ram. So I was chanting Ram, 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 Ram. And after 2 hours or so, my brother somehow or other, he came to know that I might be there. So he came there. So he said, okay, let's go. I was very scared to my brother. Very, very scared. So I didn't say anything. So I was looking at the sadhu. Maybe the sadhu is going to protect me. And the sadhu was kind of a Ramanandi sadhu, with the jata and just wearing kopin and things like that. I was serving him. I was massaging his feet prior to that. And I used to see how he was doing austerity. Sometimes he used to be in the water up to the nose in the month of Magha, when it is very cold, for hours, and he was chanting. Then he used to make bunkers, go inside so I was attracted to him, and he was arranging Harinam Sankirtan in a big, huge manner. So my brother understood that this person must have gone there. So came, and I was looking at the sadhus, thinking that it will protect him. And then the sadhu said, Beta, the elder brother is like father. So, and especially when your father is not there, definitely you should consider him like your father. So whatever he says, you please follow him, and when you go home, you read Uddhava Gita. Anyway, I came, and my brother, after some time we came, and my mother was crying, and my mother told my brother to beat me up. My brother gave me a heavy beating. My whole body was swollen, and my mother was getting upset with my brother and says, I told you to beat, but I didn't tell you to kill. It is like, you are killing him. So my mother was very upset with my brother. I think my mother gave 1 or 2 slaps to my brother, and she told me, okay, you go and get some oil, Baltic palm oil. So my brother went and got some oil, like Nirgiri oil, and he was messaging me. But in any case, so you can see that, I was connected in some way to the sadhus, trying to become full-time sadhus. So that time, although I didn't know Krishna consciousness and Vaishnavism. But anyway, the next day morning, my sister was practically talking to me in a very harsh manner. What is this? You are trying to do social service. You are trying to do this. You are trying to do that. You are trying to help others. You should stand on your own leg. This is nonsense. So she was screaming. I didn't know how to keep her quiet. So whatever I read in the night, the books, then I was throwing back my knowledge to her. Say, you are speaking so big. Do you know who is God? Of course, my sister was mum. She didn't know who was God, and she couldn't answer. So you are becoming puffed up, because I read from Prabhupada's books. You even do not know that Krishna is God. I know Krishna is God. Then I said that, you are becoming puffed up. When death comes, the death will not give you the chance to even finish the cup of tea when you are drinking and take you away. So whatever I read from Prabhupada's books, that I was just practically vomiting to my sister. So she kept quiet. But again we became normal. So that evening we were going for watching a film, Odia film. While we were going, I was going with few of my friends. Then I saw that this Sankirtan bus is standing in front of one bank, cooperative bank. It looks like our devotees were camping there. So I understood that, okay, let me talk to these people, these devotees. And I told my friends, you go ahead and I'll join you later on. So that time I was trying to speak. Another devotee, Sanat Kumar Prabhu. Right now he's in Samadhi. So he was the first devotee with whom I was actually trying to speak. And he was speaking me the 24 tattvas, the Mahat tattvas, and it was all bouncing over my head. I never understood. So then I was asking that, is there any Oriya, because he was speaking English, Bengali, Hindi, whatnot. Then I was asking that, is there any Oriya devotee I would like to speak to him? Then he said, of course, but that devotee has gone to repair the tire of the bus. So I was waiting. I did not go to the film. Then Jagdish Das Brahmachari came. Right now he's Bhakti Purushottam Swami. I was asking him different questions. And he was so nicely explaining, in so simple manner he was explaining me. I was fully satisfied. Then I said, can I join? And he said, well, you have to go and get the permission from your elderly members of your family. Then you have to get also the certificates. Then I said that, I can go and get the certificates. It is not a problem. That time I was having certificates with me. I came to the city mainly to register in employment exchange. So then I went home. Then I said I can get the certificates, but I cannot take the permission. Because I know so many times I have tried to become sadhu, I have run away to the jungle, I have run away to the different places from my house, but then somehow or other I was forced to, they were bringing me back. So, and also I cannot take permission. So if you want to take my certificates and accept me, then I'll be okay. Then Maharaj, Jagdish Prabhu, he mercifully agreed. It's okay. And that time I just went very quickly, got the certificates, and Maharaj said, okay, now we have to leave because we are supposed to leave now to Bhubaneswar. After 2 days there is Ratha Yatra, Calcutta Ratha Yatra. This is somewhere in 1980, 79-80. So I jumped into the bus, and somehow or other the bus was going nearer through my, not village, but my sister stays on the way, and my village was very nearer to that. So when I saw the devotees were all chanting, having their bead bags, I had no bead bags. They were chanting loudly, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. I knew the Mahamantra. So I also, without bead bag, I was chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Because that time, the attachment is also there, that I am leaving my family, my old mother, and my brother who is taking care of me, and my sisters are there, and elder sisters and one younger sister. So leaving them for whole lifetime, I will not be able to see them. So the attachment was creating some type of havoc within me. But then in order to be protected from such type of disturbances, I thought that maybe I should also loudly chant Hare Krishna. So then I was chanting Hare Krishna. And I was sitting in the front along with Bhakti Jagdish Prabhu. And then they wanted to eat. So what is that? They were eating the groundnut. They are breaking on their hand, and some muri was there. And Bhakti Purushottam Swami was also, Jagdish Prabhu, he was eating muri in his gamcha or his uttariya, holding muri like this with badam, peanuts, and he said, eat from his, from his clothes. Then I was hesitating. I said, no, he's a sadhu. And I understood that he's a great sadhu. How did I understand? He had a long sikha, very long sikha. And in our, what to speak of sadhus, even my brothers, when we were coming back from the school, they were so reluctant to touch us. Go and change your clothes, take bath. They were not ready to touch also, because we were in the schools, and we must have touched the other caste of people like that. Then I said, this sadhu is giving food from his own bag, from their own plate, practically speaking. So I was very much impressed. So whole night we were traveling, and in the night somewhere in Daspalla, so we were taking rest. So we were, bus was there, and we were all sleeping. Most of us, we were sleeping down also, using one gamcha or whatever it is. That night I saw a dream. I don't know how it is. Somebody dream or true, I do not know. Right now, I do not know. Somebody came and said, why are you going? We'll find a job for you. I said, no, I'm going. Whether it was a dream or it could be a dream, because in the night who comes? So then the next day morning, we were in Bhubaneswar. There was one small cottage from the time of Prabhupada, and nearer to the cottage is another small hut where Gaur-Nitai was there, and in front of the hut a small veranda of maybe 6 feet by 8 feet, and there was no bathroom, there was no toilet, so we had to take water from the well and taking bath. And everybody is paying one. I saw one brahmachari, Sadhu Prabhu, and other brahmacharis. So they were all paying obeisances. So I thought that, he must be Guru then. Otherwise, why people are doing pranam? So I was also doing pranam by seeing them. So later on, I saw one sadhu, old sadhu. He was usually known as Gauragovinda Swami Maharaj, giving Bhagavatam class for a long time, maybe for 2 hours, closing his eyes in front of the deities, a small place. Anyway, after taking prasadam there, and that day the prasadam was very simple prasadam, anna and dalma, nothing else. So after taking prasadam, we started our journey to Calcutta. I was also vomiting on the way. Devotees were helping me. Then we came to Calcutta, and that time the Sankirtan office and the Sankirtan, the whole arrangements was from Nagtala. So I went to Nagtala. And one good thing was that there was good prasadam. Our Kamakhya, who used to make cakes and all in our temple, he was the cook there. And Madhusmita, Madhusmita. His name was Makhan, he was the helper. So they were making good prasadam. So I liked it. But then they told me to shave my head. Then I shaved my head, and when I saw myself in front of a mirror, I am completely looking different, so I was crying. I didn't know why I was crying, but I was crying. Then I liked the kirtan, but I didn't like one thing. How the devotees were dancing. And especially our Narottam Prabhu, who has left his body, he was here, he was dancing like this. I said, hey, I will die. I prefer to die, but I cannot dance like this. This is like dancing like woman, man. I don't like this. Anyway, I like to play mridanga, although I didn't know how to play mridanga, but that time we were playing in the, in the table and things like that. So little bit I was able to manage. As I can play mridanga, I can kortal, but I will not dance. Anyway, and then another problem, that time I didn't know so much that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the Supreme. Little bit Prabhupada is told, but I was not able to believe that. Jagannath I can understand, Krishna I can understand, Ram I can understand. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is God. So that time I saw that the Gaur Nitai, now they are situated in our Bhajan Kutir, Nitai Padagamala, small deities. So they were worshipping, they were being worshipped there. So, my God, there is no Krishna, there is no Jagannath, only they are worshipping Gaur Nitai. Oh, did I come to a proper place to become sadhu? Am I doing right? So I was a little bit confused. Anyway, that day, noon time I think, we went to Calcutta ISKCON temple. So in Calcutta ISKCON temple, I saw Radha Krishna and Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Charu. So I got back my life. Oh my God! Finally, they are also worshipping Jagannath Baladev and Subhadra here. Okay. But still, I was praying from the corner of my heart to Jagannath, my dear Lord Jagannath, have I taken a correct decisions to join ISKCON? Am I in the right path? Please help me. So I was crying I was crying loudly. So there was one devotee, Triloknath, he has also expired, he was here before. And he was telling, hey, he's a madman, throw him out. They practically pushed me out of the temple. They're thinking, why I'm crying. Sahajiya, whatever it is. Anyway, so this is how, and how I met Guru Maharaj. The next day was Ratha Yatra. And Guru Maharaj, he was available in Calcutta temple. Guru Maharaj was sitting in Prabhupada's room. And he called the Ishtagoshti in that room. Guru Maharaj was very, very young in 80. He was also not so healthy, but he was quite good. There was effulgence. I have never seen such a person in my life before, who looked so bright, so effulgent, with saffron clothes, with 7 head, and so calm and quiet and nice. Oh my God, something I have never met such type of personality before. And although there were many people, I am a fresh, newcomer. And during the meeting, he said, who is this devotee? Then Bhakti Purushottam Maharaj introduced that we got him in Sankirtan and we have brought him from Orissa. So then he wanted to engage me also. I say, what can you do? I can play mridangam, play kartal. So okay, you do kirtan. So out of my own interest, that was the instruction given by me first time by Guru Maharaj in Prabhupada's room in Calcutta. Somehow or other, he was inquiring about me. But then that day on Rath Yatra, and there was another service. So when you don't do kirtan, so that time you should come and distribute Bhagavad Darshan. That time Bhagavad Darshan was 1 rupee. So how to say in Bengali I didn't know. So it taught me Bhagavad Darshan, ek taka, ek taka, ek taka. So I was selling like that. I didn't know Bengali at all. Only first thing I learned that Bhagavad Darshan, yak taka, yak taka. So I was selling. And even I had no idea that Prabhupada has gone back to the spiritual world. One time I saw Prabhupada when I was Karbi, after seeing the book first time from Delhi. I saw Prabhupada is somewhere, he was in a big temple and he's coming and paying obeisances and looking like this. That's what I saw Prabhupada. And most probably I have seen also Lava-Mātra deities in that dream, Prabhupada and Lava-Mātra deities. So that time, I have not come to Mayapur, I am still there in Calcutta. Then Guru Maharaj, he engaged me in Sankirtan and distributing Bhagavad Darshan magazine. So when I was doing that, I became very hungry. And I purchased some jhalmudi. And I ate. So there was one Gurukul boy. That Gurukul boy saw me that I am eating jhalmudi. Of course there is onion. Then he said, spaced out. Then another thing he said, Mayavadi. Till now I do not understand that how by eating onion I became a Mayavadi. So that was a type of, galagali or, kind of, devotees they have to do. If you don't like someone, you say him Mayavadi or you say spaced out. I didn't know both the words. Anyway, so then, before the Ratha starts, everybody is telling, Prabhupada is coming, Prabhupada is coming, Prabhupada is coming. So when I was ready to see Prabhupada, because I saw Prabhupada in that picture of Prabhupada and dream one time I saw. So then I was ready to take his darshan. Then I saw that, Prabhupada is coming, his sitting posture. And I said, there is no asana. They're holding him like this. He is in the yogasana posture. And why like this? Prabhupada is coming, everybody is paying obeisances. I also pay obeisances. Then when Prabhupada came closer to the chariot, I saw that it is a murti. I said, where is Prabhupada? Then the devotee said, he's Prabhupada. No, he's murti. Where is Prabhupada? I didn't know Prabhupada had left the planet. I was so innocent and ignorant. No understanding about philosophy and Prabhupada, about this society. Little bit whatever I read from the books, that's all. And then Guru Maharaj was giving darshan in the pendal, Rath Yatra pendal. So I also went to take darshan. So I was thinking that in ISKCON, people they catch and they are forced to take initiation. Because one time, some devotees, some people, they forced me to take initiation from some Ritviks of Anukul Baba, Anukul Thakur. So I was thinking that, ISKCON is also such an organization. They must be encouraging or they must be forcing people somehow or other, convincing them to take initiation. So when Guru Maharaj was asking me, how do you like? First thing I said that, Swamiji, right now I will not take initiation. I was thinking right now they are giving me initiation or something like that. Diksha I don't like to take now. First I will understand about the society and I will see, and if I will like it, then only I'll stay in the society and take initiation or whatever it is. But let me get some more time to be more acquainted with this philosophy, with this lifestyle. And right now the lifestyle is a little bit hodgepodge. I mean, now food is not available in time. The sleep is also not available in time. There is nothing, no punctuality is maintained. So I would like to have a punctual life. And Guru Maharaj looked at me. He said, "No, there is no need to take Diksha now. Before the Diksha, one should take Siksha, instructions, before initiation." Then I became very much, comfortable with that. Then he said that don't worry, because this is festival, so many things are happening not in time. So everything does not happen in time. So I will send you to, after Rath Yatra, I will send you to Mayapur. There we have a big temple and proper arrangements are there. Everything is punctual. So you have to maintain a very nice life, don't worry. I was happy with that. So this is how I met Guru Maharaj. So when I got graduated from New Devotee program, so that time Bhakti Raghav, his name was Bhakti Raghav Maharaj. His name was something else, I do not remember. So he took me to the Namhatta. Then after that, Bhaktiyananda Swarup Swami, he claimed that no, we got him in our Sankirtan, so we must take him to do Sankirtan. So that time, Bhakti Raghav Swami, he was Brahmachari that time. Right now I am not remembering his name. So he was defeated. And Bhakti Ananda Swarup Swami was more powerful. So he took me to Calcutta Sankirtan party. So I was doing Sankirtan there in Nagtala. And then the Sankirtan party divided into two groups. One remained in Calcutta. So another party, they went to South India, to Chennai, headed by Bhakti Ananda Swarup Swami. So Bhakti Ananda Swarup Swami was very positive about me. He understood that, okay, he is a little bit educated. I was a fresh graduate that time. And knew English a little bit. So he thought that I could be useful in South India. So he took me to South India. There I was serving in different capacity, distributing books, making life members, becoming temple commander, whatever it is. So few months we were there in Adyar. Then after that we shifted to Kilpak Garden Road. Then I was sent from Chennai to Mayapur, 1981, to take initiation from Guru Maharaj. So in the first, I had no so much idea about Guru Maharaj. The first look I had in Calcutta temple, I understood is something special. So gradually I was trying to understand Guru Maharaj more and more. So I decided that I will take initiation from him. Although there were some pressures from different that time. Mainly there were two gurus here, Guru Maharaj and Bhavananda Swami that time. So anyway, so I decided to take initiation from Guru Maharaj. So while I came here, so that time, few days before, the initiation was over. You see, there was some festival and the initiation was over. So while we came, there was no program of initiation. So we were little frustrated. Two of us we came from Chennai to take initiation. So we met Guru Maharaj in one night, and the next day was the appearance day of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Okay. And Guru Maharaj was asking that, you came from Chennai, what do you want? Do you want to take initiation soon or you can wait? Then I told him that, no, I would like to take initiation as soon as possible. Then he said, why? Then I said that, death will come at any moment. Life is uncertain. So if I will die without getting sheltered at your lotus feet, then who will protect me? I know that when somebody takes initiation, the spiritual master takes care of him, the soul, and makes sure that he is reaching to the spiritual world. Suppose, without initiation I am going back to Chennai and something happened. Say, I fell down from the train or the train got accident, then I die. Then where will I go? Who will take me to the spiritual world? So Guru Maharaj, I wanted to take initiation as soon as possible. Then Guru Maharaj said, okay, tomorrow is the appearance day of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. I'll give you initiation to both of you. But tomorrow there will be no yajna. After initiation, in Chennai you can attend the yajna. But don't jump from the running train. Don't think that because you have taken initiation, so you can also jump from the running train and die. So he didn't say all this. But he said, okay, I'm giving you initiation, don't jump from the running train. So that time I was smiling without understanding the inner meaning. But nowadays I can understand that one should not jump, one should not go away from ISKCON. One should be always serving in ISKCON in good condition. So this is how Guru Maharaj, he gave the initiation. Then in the initiation time he said, I'm giving you the name Bhadra Charu. I never heard this name before. I was thinking maybe some God's name could be better, like Ramachandra or something like that. But anyway, then he told me the meaning of I was looking like him in a very strange way. Then he said that Bhadra means auspicious and Charu means expert. So the devotional service is always auspicious. And one should execute the devotional service in an expert manner. So I am giving you the name Bhadra Charu. You be expert in executing devotional service. Then he also said that this is the name. This is one of the name of the son of Krishna. This is the, then he was explaining that how Rukmini had 10 sons and one of them is Bhadra Charu. So still I was not comfortable with the name. In 1 year or 2 years of time, when Guru Maharaj was calling me Bhadra Charu, he was so sweet and so loving. Then I started to like this name so much. Sometimes he used to say, our Bhadra Charu. So this is very loving. So this is how I got my name, and I got initiated in 1981 from Guru Maharaj. So in Madurai, Guru Maharaj was with us, and there was no proper sleeping arrangement for Guru Maharaj. So there was mosquitoes bothering. So what to do? Then I gave my brahmachari beddings and my brahmachari mosquito net to Guru Maharaj. brahmacharis means, always dirty. That time. So Guru Maharaj tolerated that. So this is why I remember that how Guru Maharaj tolerated my mosquito net and my beddings. He was sleeping on my beddings. So, then in Chennai, for second initiation, one Guru Maharaj came. That time I was temple commander, busy in marketing, doing this and that. So they came to know that, I will take second initiation. So, acha, I said. I was so busy. At the time there was no test or anything like that. People they are recommending and take it. So Guru Maharaj called me inside his room in Kilpak Garden Road. So I went there. Then I paid my obeisances. Then Guru Maharaj saw that my sikha is not tied. Then he was scolding at me. Don't you know that when you are in the room of Guru Maharaj, your sikha should be tied, always. I said, sorry. Then I was trying my sikha. Then he said, don't you know that you are not supposed to tie sikha in this room, the hair will fall. It's all right. So I was going out. Then Guru Maharaj said, don't you know, you cannot go from the room of your Guru Maharaj without paying obeisances. So I paid obeisances, then went. Okay. He asked me a few questions, Then I understood that why I have to take initiation, because I have to do puja. Also do puja. Okay. So very mercifully he gave me the initiation. This is how my second initiation I took from Guru Maharaj.
Which year it was?
In 1981. Okay. He was teaching me the etiquettes there. Then another time here in Mayapur also, Guru Maharaj was walking and I just bypassed him, by my motorbike. Jayapatākā Bhadra Charu, stop! I stopped. How can you bypass me without my permission? You should know the etiquette that when spiritual master is there and when you are trying to cross him, you must take his permission. Then go. I said, I'm sorry, Guru Maharaj. I was a manager at that time here. So Guru Maharaj, can I go now? Guru Maharaj, yes. So how mercifully Guru Maharaj teaches the small, very minute things to us. Then that time Guru Maharaj, he gave me the instructions to go from South India to come to Odisha. And that time Guru Maharaj met Bhakti Purushottam Swami, Jagdish that time, 1984, the president of Bhubaneswar temple. So he wanted me to help him because I am from Odisha. So I came. And so while I was there in Odisha, the Padayatra came in 1985. So I was the vice president there. My responsibility was actually to organize the Padayatras. And that time I was doing very good PR work. I had a very good, strong relationship with all the media, because before I joined ISKCON also I was a very part-time or small-time journalist. So in ISKCON I got the responsibility to take care of the media people, and so I had practically, I knew almost 95% journalists that time. and also all the stakeholders of Orissa, like from the Chief Minister, from the Chief Justices, from the Director General of Police, MLAs, and the ministers. Very good relationship. I developed that relationship. So we were arranging Padayatra. First time we have to receive Padayatra. They'll come from Andhra to anyway the Padayatra started in 1984 from Gujarat, Dwarka. So they were coming. They were coming through Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, and Odisha. So my duty was to somehow or other organize the reception, their accommodations, the program, like that, all over Odisha. And the host actually, who was hosting us and giving all the opportunities, he was like a landlord. He was a rich man, so he was facilitating us. We had the elephant, and we have to also get a lot of food for the elephants. So they had an old Jagannath temple in Berhampur. And Guru Maharaj, along with Guru Maharaj, we visited that Jagannath temple, and Guru Maharaj, he paid his obeisances, standing, folding his hands and praying to Jagannath. It's very old Jagannath and big Jagannath. So while Guru Maharaj was folding his hands and praying, a very big garland fell actually from the hands of Lord Jagannath. And the pujaris and all these people, they say, Hari Bol, Jai Jagannath! And says, Swamiji, Maharaj, you are very fortunate. You are praying and Jagannath garland fell down, means, Jagannath will fulfill your desire. So they gave that garland to Guru Maharaj, and Guru Maharaj, he became very, very happy. This is what I remember one time. And another thing, because I was in Orissa and South India, so when I became new bhaktas, few batchmates were there, like Birchandra Prabhu was my batchmate, Birchandra Prabhu, and some other devotees like our Balaram Nidai Balaram. What is his name? Pujari? Balaram Nidai. His name is Balaram Nidai. I do not know. Anyway, I am forgetting. Right now, the Pujari of Radha Madhava. Yeah. So we were there, and some, right now I don't remember. So they were very close. Especially Birchandra Prabhu was very close to Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj was doing drama and very close. So I was feeling very sad that I am staying away from Mayapur. I was in South India, and now I am in Orissa. Maybe Guru Maharaj. No, that time I was in South India, sorry. So I came for attending the Guru Purnima festival. And that time, we were having parikrama, Navadi Mandala parikrama, not by walk. That time we were all going, we were hiring buses. By bus we were doing parikrama. And Guru Maharaj used to take everyone to the different places and explain the pastimes and importance of that particular place, holy place. And then I was thinking, I was sitting in the bus feeling very sad and embarrassed that all my batchmates like Birchandra, they are very close. Guru Maharaj knows him so well, and he always corresponding with them, and the relationship is very nice, and it looks like that because I am very far situated, so Guru Maharaj doesn't even know me. He may not be knowing my name also. So unfortunate that if I could be here in Mayapur, I could be more familiar with Guru Maharaj. So I was feeling a little down, and I was sitting in in the bus. So Guru Maharaj was somewhere like, 30-40 meters away from me. Then he loudly called me, Bhadra Charu, Bhadra Charu, come here, come here. What is this? He knows my name. And he's watching me so that also that I'm sitting in this bus. Then I went there. Then he says, Bhadra Charu, look, here is Kirtiraj Prabhu. There was one Prabhupada disciple. He was also a GBC member preaching in Russia at that time, helping what Maharaj? Forgetting. Anyway, so Harikesh Maharaj. He said that you must help him because you know the language and you know also the roots here. So please, so you help him. Then I was thinking, oh my God, what is this? I was thinking that Guru Maharaj doesn't know me, doesn't know my name. But I understood that Guru Maharaj, he knows me, he knows my name, he knows that I know Bengali, and also he knows that I am familiar with the roots here. You see. So I became very, 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 very happy. So Guru Maharaj, he understood, he read my mind. Then one time, it was very, very serious. I was in Bhubaneswar and I used to go to make life members. And I was helping. I used to go to make life members with Tejas Prabhu, who was a Prabhupada disciple and very strict person. Very hard not to crack. It's very hard. But later on I understood that he is very hard outside, but inside is soft. Like Srila Tamal Krishna Swami Maharaj. Tamal Krishna Swami Maharaj. He was very hard. Very difficult to approach. It's very strict and I was always thinking he was very angry. But then later on I understood that how he was so soft. Although, I could see that his new disciples, how easily they were approaching him and, they were mixing with him. Later on I understood that no, he must be very hard outside, but inside he's very soft. I have noticed few times with him, both the nature. So, when I was with Tejas Prabhu, Prabhupada disciple, he was a leader of ISKCON. He was the temple president of Vrindavan, he was the temple president of Bhubaneswar. He was a very, very top person. And I happened to be his assistant in making life members. So while we were doing so, we were staying together, both of us. I was cooking from him in an electric container, small one. It was not enough for both of us to eat. I was messaging him for 1 hour every day in the night, and 1 hour I was reading Krishna book while he was sleeping. If we are stopping reading Krishna book before 1 hour, he will say, carry on, why did you stop? 1 year he will listen Krishna book. So I understood that when I was very close to him, I understood that he is a very soft person in his heart. Once he told me that why Jayapataka Swami Maharaj is traveling all around the world. There is no need. He should be in Mayapur. Prabhupada told him to be in Mayapur. There are so many other persons, gurus are there. There is no need for him to go anywhere. But then the way he was telling, or the way I understood that he's traveling all over the world because he wants to make disciples. And I understood that this is not good. Due to my ignorance, I understood like that. Why he has to travel everywhere and he has to make a lot of disciples. But that time I cannot explain to anybody, the Guru Maharaj why he is traveling. But some doubt was there in my, I was mean-minded. I had no proper understanding of Guru Maharaj. So once, 1 year I came, that time I used to in Bhubaneswar, I used to make life members in Dhanbad, Allahabad, and Patna and Jharkhand that time. So I came for the Vyas Puja. And that time the Vyas Puja was there, where the Chaitanya exhibition is there now. Lava-Mātra used to be there. So in Vyas Puja time, Guru Maharaj, I was serving. He is my Guru, whatever he is, but he is my Guru. I must be loyal to him. So in a loyal manner, I was serving him. But that doubt was still there in my mind. Okay? And at that time, Guru Maharaj was giving his Vyas Puja lecture. He was closing his eyes. So after the service, bringing bhoga, this and that, I got few minutes time to sit and hear his class. He was closing his eyes. Then he was telling something which was very interesting to me. He said that some people, they tell me I am like Narada Muni because I am traveling all over the world. How can I be like Narada Muni? He is our previous Acharya. I am an insignificant soul. And actually Guru Maharaj was telling so much, 6 months, we used to say 6 months he was on land and 6 months he used to be in the air. This is how devotees they used to talk about Guru Maharaj. Then there are some other people, they do not understand why I am traveling and they get confused. Then I became more careful to hear, oh my God, this is what I am like that. And I said, well, Prabhupada, he called few devotees and I was there. Then he said that you see, I have initiated so many disciples and so many people, they have left their family and they have joined. And because of that, their parents, they have cursed me. And what is the curse? That I cannot stay stable in one place. So because of their curse, I am constantly traveling and preaching. Now, I am very old. And anytime Krishna will call me back. And I want that you should take that curse on your heads. And you take the mission of preaching. And you travel all over the world. And you preach. Then everybody nodded their head. Few of them were there. Then after some time also, again Prabhupada called, very few. Whatever people were there, that many people were not there this time, maybe 2-3 people. And Guru Maharaj was there. He said, I was there. And he said, what happened? I want all of you to take this course on your head and travel and preach the message of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu all over the world. Second time. Then again Prabhupada, just few days before he left this planet, somewhere in Vrindavan, Guru Maharaj was there. Quite before few days, Then the time Guru Maharaj was there. I don't know whether we were there or not. Then Guru Maharaj said, I was there. And said, Jayapatākā Swami, what happened? I requested you to take the course on your head. Are you taking? Then Guru Maharaj is telling, whatever you wish, Prabhupada, I am your servant only. I have got no hope other than you. So whatever you say, I will do that. So Guru Maharaj accepted that course on his head. Then after some time Prabhupada left, and Guru Maharaj, when he came here to Mayapur, he never travelled outside India for about 11 years or so. I don't know, 11 years or 13 years. He didn't travel at all. Maximum he went to Nepal and Bangladesh. Didn't go anywhere else. Then he said that somehow or other the GBC, they made me Guru, they made me the GBC, and I was traveling. Then some of the GBCs, they wanted to give their responsibility on my head, like Hridayananda Maharaj, he gave me South America, and then gradually America, and so many other places. So I continuously traveled. And I am traveling so much that, nowadays I have to give seminar how to, buy cheapest tickets, air tickets, because I know how to do that. And then he saw his hand like this. So on the order of Prabhupada, then somehow or other, I am traveling, I cannot stop. He saw his hand, but I do not know how long I will stay in this planet. So I also want my disciples to take this responsibility and travel all over the world and preach. And there I heard this. Okay? Later on, I also heard him in Samadhi auditorium. And I do not know, somewhere, another place also, maybe during the Vyasa Puja, somewhere on the pandal. 3 times I have heard Guru Maharaj telling these things. And before somebody tried to cut his neck in span, she was telling all these things. Then this is how I am traveling. Then I understood, oh my God, what a rascal I am. How can I doubt my Guru? How can I doubt his intention? People may say so many things, or whatever way he may have spoken, I may have misunderstood him also. But in any case, why should I misunderstand him? And apart from that, what is the wrong he's doing? He's traveling, taking the trouble of traveling all over the world. That time, no servants was able to continue to serve him more than 1 year, 2 years like that. They were all going away because at that time not many secretaries, only 1, 2. So they run away practically. This is Guru Maharaj, this is enough. They run away, they can't pull it anymore. And Guru Maharaj is traveling so much, taking the trouble and preaching Krishna consciousness. And apart from that also, what is wrong in attracting the conditioned souls and engaging them in the service of Srila Prabhupada? Later on, one time when I heard, I understood that how Guru Maharaj accepts the disciples to be engaged in Krishna's service, in Prabhupada's service. One time I was serving him on his roof, and there were about 200 people to take initiation next morning. And it was about 11:30, 12 o'clock. Guru Maharaj was busy on his chair and table doing something in the computer. Then at about 12 o'clock, he's supposed to go and take the interview of these candidates. Those will be taking initiation next day morning. And Guru Maharaj was dodging like this, trying to. Then I was telling Guru Maharaj, so many people, please take rest. He's not taking rest. Then I was thinking, how to convince Guru Maharaj? He's so tired. Maybe I should go and off the electricity or what? I know this is also not good. This is not fair. Then I told him, Guru Maharaj, at least 150 to 200 candidates are there for the interview. So when will you finish? And then take rest. Then Guru Maharaj said, wow, candidates, candy and dates, they must be offered to Krishna. Very sweet, both candy and dates. So this is how he was so inspired. And then he understood that these candidates are not just candidates, like the candy and dates, they're so sweet, they must be offered to Krishna. So you can see that attracting the conditioned soul, the living entities, towards the mission and to take initiation, this is the job of the spiritual master. This is the job of the spiritual master, somehow or other, attract the living entities, attract people from all over the world to Krishna consciousness, and then initiate them and engage them in the service of Srila Prabhupada and the preaching mission. So he's doing his duty. And I'm doubting. I'm such a rascal. This is not fair. So I was feeling very, very guilty. I should have gone actually to beg forgiveness, but that time I was not very close to Guru Maharaj. So I couldn't dare to go and talk to him like that. So in that way you can see that Guru Maharaj was kind enough. He could read my mind. I was there, and I once I went to him. Regarding this, I went to him. Guru Maharaj, how do you read the mind of people? I was thinking like this only. And Guru Maharaj, he did like this. Then I understood that, how there is a very close, very, very, very intimate connections with Paramatma. There is intimate relationship with Guru Maharaj and Paramatma. He can reciprocate what Paramatma says. Many times this has happened. So in that way you can see that Guru Maharaj is very, 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 very kindly he clears the misunderstanding of his disciples. Another funny thing is that I was preaching in Odisha Namhatta, so I was inviting Guru Maharaj, and Guru Maharaj used to go many times, requested by me. So one time we were there in a village, and we were supposed to travel about 1.5 kilometers. So the devotees, they arranged one ambassador car for Guru Maharaj to go 1.5 to 2 kilometers practically to where he was staying, from where he was staying to where he is going, okay? So Guru Maharaj invited everyone. There were many foreigner devotees, South Americans, this, that, okay? So he pushed practically 10 to 12 people in ambassador. Guru Maharaj is sitting, another 2 persons in the front along with the driver. Okay, and some people, I think 5-6 people were in the middle, and some people were in the dicky. Dicky was open, and it was a fun, I don't know. And Guru Maharaj said, come on, Bhadra Charu, come on, we have to go now. I'm like, why am I going to go? And how people will go? Never mind, come. Where I go, Guru Maharaj? He said, "Come on, you come and lie down here." So Guru Maharaj was in the front. So all the doors were open. Only the driver's door was closed. Okay, and 2 or 3 devotees sitting with Guru Maharaj. So what I did, I just put my head down like this on the lap of Guru Maharaj, and my body was on another 2 devotees' lap, and my legs were outside the car. So about 12 to 13 people we were traveling by ambassador car. So the most funny thing I understood that how Guru Maharaj how he's very funny and he's very humorous, and he can take all kinds of situations. He can tolerate all kinds of situations. And that day night, something worst thing happened. So in the midnight, Guru Maharaj was that night Guru Maharaj was supposed to come to Jaleswar, and we have arranged his staying in inspection bungalow, government bungalow. We could think that that could be little better than a better situation. So Guru Maharaj said, "Can you take me behind your Rajdut motorcycle?" That time I had a Rajdut motorcycle. That time I used to be in Bhubaneswar. Guru Maharaj, I'll try. And the road was like not the muddy road, but the village meaty road. Okay. So because of the bullock carts, so there were 2 canals practically speaking on the both side, and the middle is like this. So it's so difficult to ride the motorcycle. You cannot even do like this, cannot do like that. And if you are not, and Guru Maharaj is so heavy, 120 kilos. Me, that time I was not so heavy. And in the night, in the winter season, so Guru Maharaj was sitting in the back. I was riding the motorbike. Cannot look anywhere. Very carefully, and by His mercy only I was driving. I was riding it. Then there was one level crossing, and that level crossing had no gates, and there was no gates, and there was no person to actually give us the signal. Then all of a sudden, I understood that there is a lot of light on the road. And I was thinking, how come, my headlight of my bike is giving so much of light? Great. I was happy, but I cannot see here and there. And the level crossing, it is not, you have to go like this, okay? You have to go, so you have to put the accelerator, then go, okay? As soon as we cross the level crossing, within a fraction of few seconds, one Malgadi, what do you say, the train actually, goods train, he went so speed, maybe 100 kilometers per hour or so. Then I got completely puzzled. Then I stopped my motorcycle. Then I was imbalanced. And that time, all of a sudden, Guru Maharaj realized that there is a train. Guru Maharaj was loudly chanting in the midnight, "Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasati Gaura Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare." Loudly. I didn't know what to do. I stopped the start. And Guru Maharaj, I cannot take anymore. So Guru Maharaj also got down, I got down. And I practically sat on the side of the road like this. Completely imbalanced. Then I understood that what I was doing. I couldn't notice the train. And if there was few seconds delayed, then both Guru and disciples should be finished there. So what am I doing? My spiritual master, if 1 lakh Bhadra Charu will die, nothing matters for the world. Guru Maharaj, my God, what was I doing? Guru Maharaj didn't say anything. He was chanting Krishna's name. I was not even chanting Krishna's name. I was just. Guru Maharaj didn't tell me anything. Why did you do so or anything like that? Guru Maharaj told me, Bhadra Charu, are you feeling cold? Then he took his red chadar. It was cold also. Then he covered the chadar on my body, like this. I don't know what was there in the chadar. I was like this. But when I put that chadar, after few minutes, I was feeling okay. Then he says, can you ride? He says, yes, Guru Maharaj. Then I took Guru Maharaj safely to the bungalow of Jaleshwar. That incident I cannot forget. And then, after some time, when Bhakti Purushottam Maharaj came to Calcutta from Bhubaneswar, Guru Maharaj, he sent a gift for me, a nice helmet. I said, tell Bhadra Charu to use it. This is one thing. And the next day morning, now we were supposed to go to a Namhata by a car. No. We were supposed to go somewhere. And myself and Bhakti Purushottam Maharaj, we were eating mudi and chanachur. And we were getting late and Guru Maharaj was chastising us. How you people are always after eating. Be mindful about the preaching, like that. So, that time, we came to Chandaneshwar from Jaleshwar. It's the border area. You know Chandaneshwar? Digha, Chandaneshwar. So, we had a program, and in the program, the stage got collapsed. But nobody got hurt. Somehow or other, because it is sand, no? So, the stage went down. Like this. So that day, somehow or other, Guru Maharaj was giving class, and people were crying, hearing his class. The next day morning, when I was taking Guru Maharaj from that place to some Namhata villages, so I was telling Guru Maharaj, Guru Maharaj, when you were giving class yesterday, hundreds of people were having tears in their eyes and they were crying like this. Then Guru Maharaj said, what did I say? In which point they were crying? Then I said, no, Guru Maharaj, you started Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. You started the prayer from that day. From that time only they started to cry up to the end of your lecture. I was noticing that they were all crying. And Guru Maharaj, and he said, Prabhupada told me a story. Very gravely he is telling, okay? Prabhupada told me a story that once there was a sadhu having a long beard and he was giving class. So People were there, but he could notice that one old lady, widow lady, was crying like anything. Tears were there in her eyes. So the sadhu became very encouraged, very inspired. At least somebody is able to understand what I am talking about. Oh, she's having a lot of bhakti. So at the end of the class, the sadhu called that lady, "My dear mother, I saw you are so devotional. While I was speaking, all the way you are crying only. Can I know the secret of your devotion?" Then the old lady said, "Baba, it's nothing like devotion or anything like that. Actually, I had a very good goat, Ram Chagal, the he goat. And that he goat was appreciated by the local people. He was very powerful. And one time, just few months back, actually, that goat, it died actually. The lorry went on him, died. That goat was very helpful to me, and I was very attached to the goat. When I see you, Sadhu Baba, and I see especially your beard, then I remember my goat. And because I have lost it, so I feel, I'm feeling separation, and that is why I was crying, my dear Sadhu Baba. Then that sadhu said, "Oh, this is not Krishna Prem, this is Chagal Prem." So Guru Maharaj was laughing, he made me laugh like anything. So in this way, Guru Maharaj is very, 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 very humorous. So in that trip, Guru Maharaj also visited the house of Pravir Krishna Prabhu. Okay? So Prabhu Krishna's father was a kind of Mayavadi. And while Guru Maharaj was there, he was singing some funny songs of Deha Tattva, Sarir Tattva, like that. Anyway, so we did the Guru Puja. So during the Guru Puja, I was telling Guru Maharaj, should I do Kirtan? Should I chant the Guru prayers? Sri Guru Charana Padma. And I said, what do you think? Meditating the Brahma Jyoti could be a better idea? Of course, you chant Kirtan, you chant Hare Krishna, chant Guru prayer, Sri Guru Charana Padma. Why are you asking this silly question? So it's just funny like that. And another thing is that, Guru Maharaj used to come to Odisha. No, I'm just telling the pastimes of Odisha. So Guru Maharaj was supposed to come, 5 to 6 people were supposed to come with him. And there was one disciple, this year he has passed away, Mangal Charan Prabhu. He was one of the very senior most disciples, because Guru Maharaj started to initiate the Oriya people first from Bhadrak. So while Guru Maharaj came to to Odisha, Bhubaneswar for Nityananda Trayodasi, so we were supposed to arrange we arranged one Namatta Mela, and many devotees they came, and this Mangal Charan Prabhu also came and met Guru Maharaj. Then Guru Maharaj is asking him, after initiation for many years they have not met. Okay. Guru Maharaj is asking, how is your wife? Is she pregnant? And this guy also, he doesn't know. He didn't know. So I don't know. Okay, take this laddu. This is one coconut laddu. And give to her. He took the laddu After the Mela, he came back to his house. Then that lady had a dream that Guru Maharaj has given something to her for eating. Hey, you have got something? I saw a dream Guru Maharaj has given something to eat. Then the husband is telling, first you tell me, are you pregnant? Because Guru Maharaj was asking me this question. Yes. Okay, he has given you the laddu. So how how Guru Maharaj knows things is something beyond our understanding. In the same place, okay, in the same house, Guru Maharaj came there. Before he said that 5 to 6 foreigners will come. So arrange prasadam, lunch prasadam. Now while he came, how many people were there? 40. Okay. But somehow or other, that lady, Mangal Saran Prabhu and his wife, they were not so, financially healthy people. They had a lot of children also. But they were worshipping Jagannath picture. But as if they were worshipping the deities. I saw their bhakti so nice. And Mataji, she arranged prasadam for everyone. All 40 people. Including me and some more also. Maybe 45, 50 people or something. And while Guru Maharaj was about to take prasadam, so everybody started to eat. And Guru Maharaj is not eating. Then lady is telling, Guru Maharaj, please take prasadam. Guru Maharaj said, no, I will not eat. You have not given me the ghee. So that Mataji brought ghee and gave to Guru Maharaj. And after that, Guru Maharaj ate. After eating, everybody, Guru Maharaj is not getting up. All other disciples, they got up and they washed their hand. We are not supposed to do that. Sometimes, we miss some of the etiquettes. So, when you are sitting with Guru Maharaj, you have to wait for him so that he will finish prasadam, honoring prasadam, then go and wash, then only we should go. But that did not happen there. So Guru Maharaj was still sitting and he is not getting up to wash his hand. Then, Guru Maharaj, here is then we don't tell Guru Maharaj to go get up and wash his hand. No, we bring the gamla and water and trying to give water, and Guru Maharaj, no, he won't wash his hand. Then we were all looking, why is not washing his hand? Then Guru Maharaj said, I won't wash my hand unless I eat banana. So all of a sudden this lady went and got some, what we say kathali kala, but it is not kathali kala, it is called champachini kodali in Odisha. It's very sweet, soft and sweet. Kind of very sweet kathali kala, you can say, small one, very, very sweet. That Guru Maharaj washed his hand. It's okay. Was a big deal. After some time, the lady started to cry. Oh my God, Guru Maharaj is Antarjami. Guru Maharaj is Antarjami. Oh my God. What happened? So I actually, from my cows, I was making dahi, and from dahi I was making butter, and then I was actually making the pure cow ghee, and I was always meditating that when Guru Maharaj will come, I will serve him this ghee. And because I was busy and I forgot to serve, and also I brought the banana from my own garden And I kept for some time so that when Guru Maharaj will come, I'll give him the banana to eat. And I forgot to give. And I don't know. Guru Maharaj is Jantarjami. He knew what I have kept for him. And although I forgot, he didn't forget. He was asking. I was crying like that. Oh my God. And in the same night, another incident happened. When we were trying to do some program, we have to go a few kilometers, then do the program. It's called Antara. So some devotees were talking, not devotees, non-devotees, the local people were gossiping. Big sadhu, huh? Very big sadhu. You see how big rain is coming also. How he can do program? The people, they gossip like that. If he can stop the rain, then only we will know that he is a big sadhu. I was feeling very bad that these guys are talking like this. I didn't say anything. Just cloudy. The rain is, going to come at any moment. Heavy rain. Prabhu, all of a sudden the rain went away. And there was no rain, and we had a fantastic program in that place. Another time the same thing happened. That time we were doing program here in Bengal, Lava-Mātra programs. I was already here in Bengal. And Guru Maharaj, he was supposed to come to the program, and our program was there in Samudragad. In Samudragad, there is one Milan Mart, so Milan Club or whatever it is. From Milan Club, the mart, the field is extended all the way up to the railway line. And it was very scary because people were standing or sitting also there on the or nearby the railway tracks. So many people, because people, they came to know that Jayapataka Maharaj is coming. So when he comes, you'll see a different dimension of the program. But then Guru Maharaj, somehow or other, in Guru Maharaj's program, you must get some tension, as if it is the part of the program. You'll come late, or something will happen, you'll be in tension, you'll think everything will be ruined now, and as soon as Guru Maharaj comes, everything is peaceful. Nobody will even remember that we were having tensions. This is how Guru Maharaj does all the time. So that time, Guru Maharaj was supposed to come in the evening, but then he didn't come all the way up to 9 o'clock. Then I was impatient. I was leading the program. I said, I don't know what to do. And that time, the music walas, we had live music, in our drama party. The music was going on. And that time at about 9:15, Guru Maharaj arrives. How long we could wait? We have to start the program. I was so upset. I paid my obeisances but did not go near to. What is this? Guru Maharaj is always doing late. And because in the meanwhile, a lot of people, they used to come to me because I was the leader. Where is Jayapataka Maharaj? Where is Jayapataka Maharaj? I just said, he's coming. Then I was a little frustrated and a little angry on Guru Maharaj. Okay. So when he came there, out of duty, I just paid my obeisances. But that time I was already dressed up as whether I was Jagai or Madhai, one of these two. So I should have gone and received him and pay obeisances in front of him and made the arrangement of all these things. I did not do all these things. I was a little upset. So Guru Maharaj is so humble, he went to the stage. Then he himself managed everything and he started to give class. Then I was thinking, what people will think. Then later on I understood everybody is happy. Nobody thought anything wrong. Nobody thought anything wrong or anything like that. And then later on, in the night, I was repenting. Oh my God, feeling very guilty. how can I do this? How can I behave like this with Guru Maharaj? This is nonsense. He's a great soul. Something may have happened. I know how Guru Maharaj, when he is walking, a lot of people, they come in between and they try to talk to him. Some people, they cry. Some people, they say something. And Guru Maharaj cannot say no to anyone. Somehow or other, he manages. And he may be late, but I shouldn't have behaved like this. What is this? I am so puffed up. So I couldn't sleep in the night. The next day morning, we were going to some other place. So I thought that today I will go in the vehicle of Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj had a nice vehicle that time also, where he could take rest in the vehicle. And so I was there. I was feeling very bad, sad. Guru Maharaj saw me and said, "What happened to you, Bhadra Charu?" I said, "Guru Maharaj, I am very offensive to you. I offended you like anything." He said, "What happened?" "Yesterday when you came late, I was very upset, little angry. I was thinking that, okay, if Guru Maharaj doesn't come, he will say I will not be able to come. But he says, you say you will come and you don't come. You do so much of late. So that, but this is not a good thing for me, Guru Maharaj, and big offense at your lotus. Please forgive me." So I was crying. Guru Maharaj, he said, "You should be careful." Then he said that, well, what can I do? Sometimes, I'm also depending on so many other people, secretaries, the vehicles, and many other people on the way. So sometimes it happens. So anyway, we will make a meeting today. We'll make a meeting. And we'll try to figure out that how everything should be in time. So we reached there to Prasadam. Guru Maharaj took a little rest. Then at about 3:30, 4 o'clock, we had a small Istogosti. Guru Maharaj was sitting on a flat bed. Grammar flat bed. Myself and Bhakti, Kuranga Swami Maharaj. I don't know the time, I think he was Brahmachari. And one or two devotees, not many. We were sitting and we were talking and doing meeting, who will do what time. So that the program will run very smoothly. And all of a sudden, rain was coming, cloud, black, and dripping little bit. So if more dripping means we could have gone inside. And Guru Maharaj is just stretching his hand like this. So we were under the impression that Guru Maharaj is stretching his body. Meeting was over. That time, Gauranga Prem Prabhu that time, he said that, today the program will be spoiled. This rain is too much. It's going to come only without any doubt. So Guru Maharaj scolded at him. "Hey, you are a Brahmana. You must not say something like this. When Brahmana says something, it happens. Say, may God forbid. May God forbid, tell this. I shouldn't have told like that. Please forgive me, God, and everything will be okay." So he made him to tell like that, very forcefully. So Gauranga Prem, Prabhu that time, he said, okay, I'm sorry, let everything be okay, let there be no rain. He said something like this. Okay. Then Guru Maharaj was just stretching. We were thinking he's stretching. Then he came to the program on the stage. He was sitting on the Singhasana, around the asana Bhagavad, the Vyasasana. Then he's telling, Namong Vishnupadaya, all these things. I am paying my obeisances to His Divine Grace, Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Then he gets down from the Singhasan and really pays the obeisances. I pay my humble obeisances to Jagannath Baladev, Subhadra Devi, and he's paying. Every time he's telling he's coming and coming down and praying. The Lord very mercifully, they removed the cloud and gave us the opportunity to do the program. Then I felt like, no, he was not just stretching his hand, as if he was pushing the clouds to the different directions and keeping that place free from rain. So when you see Guru Maharaj many times, you can understand. Many times I misunderstand him only. But when I see something like this, then I realize, oh my God, no. He is definitely a parcel of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.